Welcome to Can It, where we're asking the great and the good at the Cannes Lion International Festival of Creativity what they want to ban from the pages of the drum forever. I'm here with AOL's digital prophet, David Shing, Shingy to all. So Shingy, what do you want to ban from the drum for all time?
Justin, for me, it's about millennials. And here's why millennials, I think, need to be banned. Firstly, they're young adults, so let's just call them what they are. Millennials hate being called millennials. And the truth is, everybody's trying to captivate them in terms of their behaviours, and I get that. But they're young adults, they have behaviours like the rest of us, they all grow up like the rest of us. And what's really interesting is that millennials are actually starting to cycle in terms of their behaviours anyway. So why not, let's not label them, let's call them what they are. They're human, we don't have to stand outside of their circle, let's just be part of it and come alongside them. I think that's the most important thing. We don't have to label them millennials. Although we did buy a company called Millennial, which is very important, but not millennials.
So what damage do you think it's doing to creativity in general by this focus on particular audience segments?
Genius. It is about audience segment. What you just said is exactly the problem. So, you know, we focus on the age group and we think that's all, they all sort of bucket into there. And we don't think about psychographics, and we don't think about behaviours of what they really are. They don't all act the same. They don't all stand on a hoverboard with, you know, with headphones in and looking at their devices the entire time and touch it 80 times a day by unlocking it and play around with this thing 250 times a day. And they don't all do that. And so let's not label them all the same thing, because that's just actually not fair.
I know this isn't your word, but what about centennials, the new millennials in many ways?
But it's not just centennials, there's also Gen Z. If you ask the younger kids who are coming up, like the children of the millennials, they actually want to be called founder. They want to be called something else. So they've labeled themselves, man. And part of that is because, you know, marketing is reflecting back cultural change. And I think that's really important, as opposed to just labeling a group and saying, look, man, you're 18 to 34, so therefore you are. It's not true. So if we think about what the psychographics are, the behaviours and what these people are actually doing, whether it's device agnosticness, etc., that's a better way, I think, that creativity can open up, as opposed to say, hey, once you've fallen out of this group, man, those behaviours never change. And I think that's rubbish, because, by the way, mobile's not a young person's game, it's all of us. We all have the same behaviours on that device, whether we're 10 years old or we're 90 years old. And so I think the word millennial and that whole category of sort of audience segmentation is kind of a bit rubbish for me.
Fantastic. Well, that's a very strong argument, and we'll see if you win this week and get the word millennials banned from the drum. So give us one more time to our audience. David Shing, what word do you want banned from the drum forever?
Millennials. Shall we? A page from the drum.
Sunny day on the Quizette. I've been here for 2 days, feels like a week already. Yesterday we did our panel with Stephen Lepetak and Karen Boswell talking about the future of VR.